exhibition match time. We got JACKMON in the blue corner with the black and white trunks. Freaky Falcon in the yellow trunks. Freaky Falcon, a long-time veteran. He's had a slow run of a couple of last matches. Has been on a little bit of a streak losing, but looking to kind of come back here against JACKMON.
JACKMON's a tough opponent, man. He's been a regular at BY Boxing. He climbs, he's been climbing the ranks, doing his best. So this should be a good, welcome back fight, but also, a decent challenge. I like what he's doing right now. He's sitting in his classic peekaboo, right? He's being patient. He's really trying to find the pacing here, and so far it's working for him. I think he's taken a slight edge in this early part of round one, but lots of discovery left to be had between these two.
Yeah, and like we said, the first round is usually in a 3-round format, a discovery round, right? We have not seen this chat in the same manner how it usually plays out, but usually the first round is when you just try to discover what your opponent has and not reveal your own cards, right? You make the adjustments in the second round, and then you just kind of try to finish it out with what you've learned through the third round. Of course, a little give and take. But right now, JACKMON just kind of feeling it out, man. He's not okay. Double punch there. JACKMON having a little bit of fun. Is that a new technique, Solly? That double punch?
Might be. I'm wondering if it feels dangerous, right? Because it's the same thing. It's like both of your hands down, so you should be, a little bit open to the counter. But I'm always personally a fan of throwing something a little bit weird in there, just to make your opponent confused, give him something else to think about. So as long as you're careful with it, I'm here for all this new experimenting.
It's still a video game at the end of the day, so we're gonna see some kind of strange techniques, but as we know the rules of the game, you got to be careful throwing both arms out like that. The game now registers that if any two limbs are out in any direction, you're putting yourself in a world of hurt, and Freaky Griffith is trying to go for the KO in round number 1 crowd here, responding really well to these powerful hits coming from Freaky Griffith.
Hey, stop it! Take a step back.
Nice. Yeah, and Carl pointing it out from the audience, right? It's basically a frog punch, right? And I see it there. There's some interesting move to it. Ooh, good shot connecting there. And that's the thing about JACKMON. He knows how to get that big hit, and out of nowhere things start to turn on you quickly. Right now, Griffith on the defensive, but he only has a couple more seconds. He needs to survive. In the corner, though, JACKMON doing a great job of being patient, cutting off the escape. He doesn't want to miss this opportunity. And honestly, that might have been enough to put him ahead for round 1, depending on how heavy the shots were.
Might have been. Chad, how are y'all feeling about this double punch here coming from the blue corner? JACKMON with the tiger shot, the frog punch, if you will, right? It's very, very interesting. I'm not going to lie. I want to see the damage from JACKMON in that first round, to be honest. I'm very, very curious.
Ooh, look.
Very, very curious. So, Solly, you say you thinking JACKMON kind of edged it out there, right? That's your call for the first round? 10-9 JACKMON?
It's close, right? Because I'd give the first half of the round to Falcon, and then the second half, especially the end, to JACKMON.
Yeah.
So I think I based on how the shots were landing and the crowd reaction and the stun face, I think JACKMON might have handed the more damage at the end of that round.
But JACKMON already
definitely close. We're looking at a 10-9, one way or another.
Yeah.
And right away.
What is this new technique here? What is this new technique
Oh my god. To be honest, I think this
Ember,
is
are you back?
the most. Yeah, I'm back.
All right, hold on. Wait,
Super, can you hear him?
I can, but I don't want to.
Okay.
Ember, you're gonna hop in on the next one, man. So right now, Solly, we got a lot in the storyline right now. JACKMON showing this new punch. He's calling it a 10-8 round in the chat. He had enough time to call this, right? So he thinks it's 10-8. He thinks the double punch. Yeah, Ember, jump in on the next one, man. We'll get you in there. He's thinking this is 10-8. I'm not sure if I'm with it, but I'm very open to being wrong. This is kind of crazy.
And I mean, he might be seeing something a little bit different, right? He might be feeling those punches landing a little bit better. Something we always like to remind people, even on good ping matches, It's not always what you're seeing. You know, what we're seeing is not always what the fighters are seeing. But right now, Griffith turning on the gas. Got to be careful about the anti-spam, but he's hit JACKMON with some big punches in that sequence. And it is not stopping. He is just continuing to go.
He's got to be careful, though.
You know what? As long as he can keep landing a stun, he can keep, punching like that because he avoids the anti-spam.
Yeah, but he's still got to be careful the counter hit, and if this double shot is as powerful as JACKMON thinks it is, I mean, if we see a knockdown from it, I'm gonna clip it, bro. It's gonna happen. But he's got to be careful for the counter hit because they're still in play. Shout outs to everybody following, and not Anthony Carbo. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the follow, guys.
Yeah, and I think that Freaky, I don't know if he's doing it intentionally or if it just worked out, but I think he's finding the way to counter that punch is just to kind of get in JACKMON's face and just keep the pressure. Yeah. Right, because he kind of jumps out, like Gar was saying, right, frog punch style, right? So he needs a little bit of space to get that going. And I think the trick in it is that you can't really, it's hard to block both punches when they pick their target.
Absolutely.
But if you just, cut it off before it even starts, good way to do it. I don't know. How do you think this round's going so far?
I mean, to me, it's going just like the first round when I have Freaky up in the first round. And it's those barrages that we saw earlier. Freaky taking very good use of the adrenaline system. He gets that stun, and then that's when he takes the time to really go in. I think he's learned a lot from his last losses, where he's kind of like riding that tempo a little bit, right? Just like we see right there. The big barrage coming in, the crowd reacting very nicely. JACKMON walking away a little hurt. I mean, this is what I've been seeing all match. But the double punch, it's a wild card, bro. I really don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like it's just going to be one of those things to determine like how much damage is that punch landing with, and is it counting it for both hands, right? Like, because if that's two punches that are landing for like 50 or 70, right? That's 140 damage right there. That's 100 damage. Like that adds up on the scorecard real quick.
Absolutely. In chat, let me lock in with you guys real quick. You know what I'm saying? Holy Guacamole says, JACKMON ducked me in MBKC. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the follow, by the way, Holy Guacamole. If he just ducked you, he probably ducked you to be here. Which, I'm not mad at. I'm mad you missed your shot to fight him, though. But sign up, join the Discord, sign up here. You can fight him every Sunday, bro. He's always here. You know what I'm saying? Dang, headset broke. Dang. It's all good. It's all good. MMI says, I'm really good at Thrill the Fight. Player to always want to join one of these tournaments. This is just an exhibition night, bro. Join the Discord. I'm going to drop a link for you. Hop in. We will definitely help you get situated, and you can sign up every Sunday for these cards. We will have a big open tournament coming up as well, so definitely hop in with that. So, Solly, what are your opinions on the second round?
Fight!
Again, right, it's kind of similar to the first, where it's going to come down to how those double punches are being rated. Yeah. But I really like what I saw from Griffith, from Falcon. Sorry, Griffith, man. The whole Berserk arc in him is
the name change
is there. But I like what I saw when he was doing, right? He definitely had a good adjustment round, and he put on some really good, just furious combos, right? And he kept landing the stun within them, so he just didn't stop chaining. And I think those are really going to rack up the damage. If he can replicate that round, I think he wins this match.
Yeah, I think JACKMON, just really kind of needs to lock in a little bit and start. There we go. Start boxing now. The double punches may not have been the thing to kind of really set him up. And it's debatable whether he lost that. And again, the double punch again. Like, this is looking like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Dragon Fist double throat chop. Right? And I wonder if he's kind of bringing that back in here. For those of you guys who don't know, Dragon Fist has a double throat chop. And I think JACKMON is just trying a lot of experimental VR game-ish kind of punches. Falcon, see, got a spinning back fist. I think at this point right now, JACKMON knows that he's probably not going to come back in this fight, to be honest, Solly. He's just having fun. We see this a lot, right? People just like, all right, I'm not going to win. I'm just going to be silly about it. But
let's go.
Yeah, and I mean it is a game at the end of the day, right? Absolutely. So like if you don't want to just be frustrated, like have a little fun with it, right? You can get into people's hearts and into their memories by just a fun moment as well as a cool knockout.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% for it. Like as much as we like competition around here, we're not like strict elitists, right? Some people do forget that this is a VR game and not a true simulator, and that goes for all of the VR boxing games, right? So you're bound to see some silly stuff, man, and that's what I think the charm of this kind of game, you know? Like you can't throw silly stuff in a fight night game. It's all just the same kind of punches.
Right.
Hey, stop. Take a step back.
Lake says this, but
Let's go.
underdogs would be awesome. Lake, yeah, as soon as they get the observer mode and we're able to capture and put this on stream, we're gonna be throwing some underdog exhibitions. You know, I think people would like to see those kind of high fidelity matches just for the funsies. I don't think we'll throw any tournaments behind it. The balance system is just not there, but you know, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. They're making updates.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone who's wondering about boxing underdog, we even had like a little crossing the void night. But just looking at it from the first person perspective, it's not the funnest way to view the fight.
Absolutely.
You don't really get the whole picture.
All right, back into this action, third round. A few more seconds left on the clock. I really think I'd be very surprised if Freaky. Damn! I was about to say if Freaky lost. It looks like he's not going to lose. Take a look at that on the instant replay. Caught it on my flip phone.
No, and if there was any doubt, that sealed it right there. That is going to be match JACKMON after a solid round one. Devastating comeback for
indeed.
Falcon.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is the red corner.
And there we have
There it is.
Let's take a look at the scorecard though, because you're really going to take the tail. Your winner out of the red corner, 29-27. Freaky Falcon. Take a look at the scorecard real quick. Look at these details. So JACKMON did win that first round, 10-9, right? But then Freaky Falcon came back 10-9 and then 10-8. JACKMON, you had it at 10-9, called it correct there, Solly. And then JACKMON actually felt he had a 10-8. So I want to see what the damage is going to show here. And wow, look at that damage, 988. So those double punches were doing something, right? You know,
I mean, you saw that they were doing it in round two, but he only lost by like 50 damage there. Round two really is the make or break one.
Yeah, I mean, just barely. I mean, what's that, baby? Maybe one punch? One punch? My goodness.
Or one double punch, right?
Or one. Hey, look, one of those punches, and it really was that knockout that really did it for Freaky, right? And unfortunate, JACKMON could have ran away with the bag on that one, but I really want to hear from JACKMON. I really want to hear about the history of the double punch, and that may be his special signature move right there. So, homies, whenever you guys are ready, I want to hear from you guys. All right, so we got JACKMON up first. So JACKMON, I gotta talk to you, bro. JACKMON representing Triple Cross Gym. You know what I'm saying? You came out here with the new move, the double punch. I gotta hear the history about it. Why the double punch? How did you come up with it? And you seem to have had faith in it because you called the first round 10-8 in your favor. It was 10-9, but my goodness, double punch was doing work. I got to hear about it.
I did it on the training bag on accident once, and I got like 60 damage. So like, I didn't really have like the courage to try it out in a real match.
Yeah.
But I feel like one of the crossing the voids, I did it, and they didn't really notice. But I guess y'all noticed, but it didn't go well for me. So. No, I'm pretty dumb. I don't know why I keep playing around in this exhibition.
It's a game. It's a game, of course.
Yeah. That being said, you were close. That fight was within your, like, you could have won that fight if you just made a few little adjustments.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have thrown elbows and double punches and spinning back fists, but
maybe not the spinning back fist, but I will say the double punch did prove to keep your damage up because you were doing it. It wasn't just like a one-er. You were using it like somebody would use any other punch, and so it did do work, right? Field testing it out, you actually out damaged Freaky Falcon in the first round. You pretty much only lost by one punch, and you were throwing double punches consecutively in that first round. So maybe new game breaking punch. I don't know. Like, we might be able to get one of those, like, punches like this, throw one to the upper, one of them kung fu punches. I don't know. The traditionalists, the boxers are going to hate you for it, so expect a lot of hate. Chat, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the double punch. I at first we was looking at it, but I don't know, man. This is looking pretty effective. Will you be trying to perfect the double punch going forward?
In that fight, the double punch did no damage, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it did no damage. I think I landed it like once or twice, but
It looked
I
like,
feel like if I didn't do the double punch, it would have been either a draw or I would have won. So,
bro, if you didn't
Yeah,
get that
very
knockdown,
possible.
if you didn't get that knockdown, you could have taken it. The third round was really where it
yeah.
was at, right? If you didn't get knocked down, I say fuck around with it and find out, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was very
Absolutely.
interesting to
Any
see.
questions you got, Summer?
You know what I'm saying? It was very interesting
And
to see.
I don't care though. I'm still gonna use it.
Hey.
I'm always gonna use it in every ringside
Hey,
fight.
try it out, bro. I appreciate you coming through, man. Good games as always. Thank you for showing up on this exhibition night. Let's go ahead and talk to the winner here, though. Freaky Falcon. Falcon, where you at, bro?
I'm right here.
Yo, with the name change. All right, you out here like Goten, you know what I'm saying? Out here fusing, aka Falcon, Falcon of Light, and then Freaky Griffith, right? And then you fuse them both together. You know what I'm saying? You got Freaky Falcon. Is this your final form?
For sure, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Look, I'm here for it, dog. So you clutched out the win. I gotta ask you, were you surprised by the double punch? Did it land any at all from your POV?
I mean, he kept directing it towards my like stomach, like my body,
Yeah.
and I had my elbows down there most of the time, so it wasn't really doing that much. But it caught me a little off guard. It's like, what the?
Right.
Is he-
Caught us both off guard. We were like, what is this? All right, look, man, but you kept it clean. You got it. You kept it sharp. You were riding the adrenaline from what I could see, man. Really going in there heavy with the combos once you saw the knockout. Are you feeling better about the adrenaline system coming through?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like it seems good. Hopefully, it's good, because I mean, it's a fun game to play, and hopefully, it just like keeps continuing that way.
I think it will, bro. And I think if you keep playing it and keep rolling with the punches as the updates come out, you're gonna find a nice groove, man. I've been seeing you keep plugging away at it, adjusting the style every so often. You know, like I said, just keep playing the game, keep showing up. You definitely get in there, bro. Appreciate you coming in. Big congratulations on the W tonight. I just want to say thank you again for showing up on the stream, bro. Yeah, let's go on ahead and get to our next battle. I'm going to check in with the chat real quick as we get set up. Solly, who do we have up next?